You found Kellum hiding in that closet. Kellum the Weasel, one of Halleth's old compatriots, fine fellows of Daggerford adventuring party, who have apparently scattered, or at least broken up a little bit whenever they killed Halleth and left him for dead. And he rose again and became a Revenant, who you found, and he's enlisted your help to find those who killed him, which would be the other 3 members of his old party. You also destroyed that last Xanathar outpost on level 1, right there near the stairs leading down to what you assume is level 2.
Assume. Yes, we assume it is, yes.
As you begin your descent down the stairs, the echoes of the first level behind you diminish. These stairs just seem endless, and it's dark. No light at all, no light sources at all coming
I have my light.
Except for Draken's light. Eventually, after several hundred feet of what feels like this endless stairs, the quiet around you is broken by a sound. Very faint at first, but does start to grow louder. And at first it seems like the roar of some sort of creature. And you all kind of stop there on the stairs and kind of brace yourself for some sort of creature coming up in front of you, or maybe from behind. And the sound gets louder and louder.
I look behind me.
You see nothing, there's nothing there. And it becomes more clear, and it is applause. People, scores of people clapping, cheers, voices, just like it sounds like a vast number of people, like you guys are at Woodstock, and you guys are the star of the show.
I don't know what Woodstock is.
Wait, I know what this is. Behind me said tons of people are watching, that's why we can't go out, and we just beat level 1. Yay!
You see no source of anything, but in your minds, you all of a sudden this kind of jaunty musical tune begins to play, and a voice can be heard. He goes, "And so, after great peril and victory, our newest guest delve deeper into Undermountain, and we at home, we must wonder, who are these blind fools? What do they want? Who do they wish to be? What horrors shall they face next? Who shall fall, and who shall live under the shadow of failure? Find out all these and more next time on Dungeon of the Mad Mage." And then all this music grows louder and louder, and the applause just reaches this
What
crescendo.
in the world?
You have to cover your ears. It's so loud. It's just scores of people, just hundreds, thousands, millions of voices, and all of a sudden, it stops.
I say that is insane.
Halleth kind of turns to you and goes, "You've gotten the attention of the Mad Mage himself, I see."
Well,
Why do you think we're here?
Well, he said, "Enjoy my game. You're the chosen one for every 1,000 years or something." I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either.
He's like, "Let's continue down. I feel them getting closer."
Oh, good.
Again, you start to go down the stairs, and finally, before you stretches a long, dark tunnel, and Borktar goes, "Finally, we're almost there." We all start moving forward down the hall into darkness. All right, eventually you come to the end of this long passage,
What way, Halleth?
and you see a fork in the road, if you will. Passage leading to the right, to the east, and then a little bit further on, another passage leading to the west.
What
And at
way?
this point, actually, you do start to hear the sounds of civilization. Some sort of
Goblins.
outpost can be heard. And you can hear the kind of grumbling of distant voices coming from not too far away, but
I say, what way, people?
Borktar goes, "To the east is my encampment. I haven't been home in so long. It's so nice to be here."
Nice.
So,
Goblin market.
he goes, "Yes, welcome to the Rustbone clan, otherwise known as the Goblin Market." You kind of see this room appeared before you. It's just full of garbage. It just seems like a big garbage pile. You see junk. Yeah, it's like the refuse pile. You see trash and debris. There are carvings on the wall that depict dwarves. You know, this is obviously not a goblin structure. It's not goblin built. This is a dwarven built structure of ancient dwarven Malarkan dwarves from long ago built this place.
Does my book of languages have something I can look up what these mean?
There's no words. It's just carvings of dwarves. And the dwarves seem to be, carrying supplies and like you can imagine Snow White and the Seven Dwarves mining, carrying gems and such. Very depiction of that sort of thing.
I say I have my helm on and I have a book of references of goblins right now. Okay.
As you turn the corner, you actually do see a goblin there with a bucket of junk. He's like dumping it in the pile, and he kind of turns and
Hola!
And Borktar raises his hand. Borktar raises a hand and says something in Goblin.
I look up hello.
And do you want to recognize what he says with your helmet, or do you want to let that go?
What did he say? I would like to.
So with your helmet of comprehension, he says, "Repeat customers," in Goblin.
What does that mean?
The Goblin kind of nods, and he watches you as you pass by.
What does repeat customers mean?
You ask Borktar this?
Yeah.
Borktar says, "This is our passphrase to know that we're friendly."
Okay. Well, repeat customers. Okay. I say hello to the goblin with my book of references.
Kind of looks at you, goes, "Borktar." Hello back.
Would there be like a similarity between like Goblish and Orc? Like how like Italian or Spanish and French sound similar? Like they have some of the same sounds?
Yeah, you could probably, if you really needed to communicate with them, you could probably throw some keywords, like food, that kind of thing. In Orcish, they might go, they're kind of similar enough. You could probably exchange money for goods and things and services and such without having to know the language too much. And a lot of these goblins, as you'll see, let's go ahead and move into it, actually.
Yay!
The Borktar leading the way with Halleth right there beside him. You pass there's a passage here to the right. And the sounds of civilization get much louder to the right here. Also, the path continues north as well.
Market.
And Borktar goes, "We should probably speak to Yek right away."
Who's Yek?
Yek is our leader.
It's the Goblin Chief?
Yeah. Yes, Yek the Tall. He is our leader.
Okay. Good.
So with that in mind, he turns to the east to lead you this direction. Straight up. Yeah. And as you
haven't revealed that.
As you enter into this room is huge.
Oh.
This is a 60-foot tall ceilings supported by rows of columns, crowds of goblins, kobolds, bugbears, all buying and selling and mingling. You also see other adventurers. You see half-orcs, humans, elves, all sorts of people. And now give me a moment as I reveal it all.
So this is what they're wanting to open up on the first floor, huh?
They want to expand, yeah.
Oh, tiefling.
Huge crowd of people, and the noise of the marketplace. I don't have a sound for that. I looked for one. I couldn't find one. But just imagine this rumblings of people. You can hear people bartering in all kinds of languages, and goblins, all speaking goblin, the occasional orc. And you can pick up words, such as, no, more, not big enough, that kind of stuff.
I asked Borktar which tent. You said doppelganger skulls could be sold here. Where?
Patience. We really should.
Let's go talk to Yug first.
We should report to the chief.
Yeah.
We
Right.
kind of got to push through the crowd. You see like a fish person there.
Minotaur.
You see large bugbears. You see goblins. You're kind of just pushing through the crowds.
While we're going through, is there anybody that looks
Familiar with the house?
well, is there anybody that looks more formidable than others? Like,
how about you do a perception?
that would be like a high level. Do what?
Why don't you go ahead and do a perception check?
All right.
At the bottom of it?
15 plus 5, 20, not natural.
All right, 20. So, Draken, you're just so amazed and just like, oh, looking at all this stuff, just kind of in awe of this little underground marketplace, which is just bustling with activity. George, though, your keen eye looking for, like you're saying, like other adventurer types, you do spot this woman here, right there next to you as you're going past, leading toward the this passage to the east. This woman here is bartering with these elves, and she seems like she's seen some stuff. She's got this, she's like this heavy plate armor, this large broadsword, and she's very loud as she speaks, and she goes, "Do you understand what I've been through to get this here? You are going to take my goods and give me a fair price." And the goblins are like, and it's kind of like giving her money, like showing, like you see in their hands, like 5 gold pieces or something. And she goes, "No," it's like bats it out of their hand. Like, "This is worth at least 6.
What is she trying to sell?
You're not really sure. You can't really see what. There's so much. There's like items kind of on the blanket in front of the goblins, and all these different things, like in the tent that they're in. These are all tents, by the way. I put them inside tents. I don't want to cover them up though. So all the people inside the tents here, and they got like shelving behind them, and barrels and crates and stuff just everywhere. But she seems pretty formidable compared to many others. You do see a couple of guys over here who look like they're about ready to pee their pants.
Why?
Just because they're not really ready for all this. You can imagine they probably made it down here by the skin of their teeth.
Like you're gonna die soon?
Anyway, Orktar continues to lead you this direction.
I can't wait.
Keep her in mind.
Can't wait to go back.
Talk to the chief, and then
So as you enter this room, you find it lit by flickering torches in iron brackets around the room. You find several bugbears and goblins all kind of clustered around this surprisingly handsome human male.
I say, who are you?
Sitting on this pile of pillows.
Rude.
And he's looking at himself in a mirror as he reaches down here to a little goblet and takes it to his mouth. And he's just you see the wine just dribbling down his chin. He doesn't even care. Puts it down and goes, "Yeah." Does this and wipes his mouth again.
I'm like,
oh, we're gonna have fun with him.
You?
And so, as you enter the room,
Oh man.
start to head this way. Halleth actually decides to hang back. He hangs back here.
Of course he's Halleth.
But Borktar leads the rest of you up in front of Yek the Tall. Borktar comes in and he kind of bows. He goes, "Yek the Tall, I have returned with the assistance you sent me for." And the human man, he kind of, "Oh, yes, okay," and puts this down and goes, "Oh, Borktar, old friend, so nice that you returned. Who are these people you've brought with you?" He goes, these are the adventurers I managed to recruit, and they have assisted us in a great victory. We've cleared level 1 of the Xanathar influence.
And vampires are working with you. Because you're not vampires.
Yes, we've struck an agreement. There's actually a troop. Luck have it. There's actually a troop of actors just awaiting a stage to perform on. How perfect is that? And
So lucky.
Yek the Tall goes, "Ooh, that would be wonderful to have actual entertainment. It would add so much to our venue." And he goes, "Well, adventurers, brave adventurers, please come forward and introduce yourself." And Borktar kind of moves over a bit as the 4 of you come forward.
I am Draken.
Master Draken, so wonderful to meet you. And you, sir, it looks to you, George.
Yeah. So I say I'm George. This is Melannor and Renaer.
Excellent. So fantastic. Let it be known. Write this down. And the goblin kind of picks up this piece of parchment and this little black piece of chalk and just, we need to send a detachment of troops to level 1 immediately and start spreading our influence and setting up camp before the Xanathar have a chance to return. He's like scribbling, he's like, and he kind of runs off, to give that order.
Actually, how did you make a market out of goblins?
Oh, it's not that hard. A little bit of work. We realized we were getting slaughtered by all these adventurers coming down here, and my ancestors decided, you know what? We should work with these people. And they were so right. So wonderful. Who's your friend back there? And Halleth, you see Halleth back by the door.
Oh, he's a veteran. He's trying to, what veterans do.
Halleth is actually not paying any attention to what's going on to the north because he is firmly looking to the south.
Oh, and
He's shy.
And I say these people are to the south.
Halleth actually begins to stride southward.
Who's he? I say, who's at the bottom?
It's some dwarf who came in here, tried to steal from us. We showed him a thing or two. We even shaved his beard off. Crazy. And Halleth comes toward you, hear him say, Copper Stormforge, you have met your end this day. And the dwarf now...
I run down.
Oh!
Get between them.
I
That's
start
your
running down
30-foot
too.
movement in one turn. You can, of course, dash.
I'll dash.
I start running.
That puts you
Get down front and say, whoa.
I start
in the middle of my vengeance.
I start coming. I'm like, what up?
What?
I'm
I
coming.
say,
Wait up.
okay. So I'm not getting the middle of your vengeance, but I can't let you just murder somebody that's chained up.
It didn't stop him from murdering me.
That's true, but I wasn't there. I'm here now.
I'm gonna say, two wrongs don't make
Get
a
out of
right.
my way, or you will meet the edge of this glade.
That's my glaive.
Mine now.
Oh.
I'm back.
I tell him that I cannot let you kill in cold blood. Pun intended.
Batman.
Yek is over in the back going, what's the meaning of this? What's going on back there?
I say he's a veteran, and that's the guy who killed him.
A veteran?
Revenant.
Veterans.
Revenant.
That's people who want to kill people.
Revenant.
A
Revenant.
revenant? He turns to the bugbears. Revenant? The bugbears, whoa.
Someone who got murdered and they killed their murderer. He's the murderer.
And meanwhile, Copper back there on the wall, chained to the wall, his beard shaven off. You see like tufts of beard still there. It wasn't a very good job. He goes, get that thing away from me!
I tell Halleth, stand down.
I say, well, how should arrested you
Halleth
guys?
goes, what about our agreement? You are to help me with my vengeance, not get in its way when it's right there in front of me.
I keep running. Well, you get.
I will not let you kill in cold blood.
All right. Do you have any persuasive arguments, or is this going to be initiative?
I say, why don't you at least wait for everyone else? Wait for the other two people who I don't know.
Let's make his case known and let justice prevail.
All right, roll persuasion.
Yeah, come on.
5.
Halleth, he goes, justice will be known as soon as my glaive chops off that dwarf's head.
Was he the one who performed the killing blow?
The dwarf goes, don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Don't answer that.
I believe I do remember feeling the blade of his dagger going between my ribs as everything went dark.
Let's hear from him. All right, Copper Storm, what's your name?
Copper Stormforge.
Copper Stormforge.
How do you not
What's
have
your
Copper?
side of it?
My side? I'm chained to a wall in a goblin dungeon, and you're talking about my side of the story. But this.
Hey! I'm the only one standing here between you and him. Answer my question.
Yet goes, excuse me.
What?
You are in my domain here. If anyone's going to be passing out judgment, it would be me.
Okay, you can do it.
You want to come here and stand between these two? You're welcome to. I'm right here between a rock and a revenant, you know.
Copper goes, that thing's dead. That thing's an abomination. Kill it.
Why did you attack him then?
It seemed like a good idea at the time. It was Rex's idea. Listen, I just did what I'm told from the leader of the group, okay?
Wait, I thought you were.
Right, I turn back to Halleth. Look, he was just following orders.
I thought you were the leader of the group.
No, it's Rex. Rex is the leader. Halleth, didn't you tell him? Rex did it. It's all Rex.
Who's Rex?
Halleth is just seething there. Rex the Hammer.
Rex the Hammer.
Oh, I thought he was the hammer guy.
Copper.
What does Copper do?
On the road.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I thought you were a hammer dude.
Now, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve death. I'm talking to Halleth now.
Paul.
Okay.
But he was just following orders. There is a nobility in that.
Where did Rex go?
There's no nobility in what they did.
There is in following orders of your commander.
He is going to attempt to shove you.
Oh, come on.
To shove me. Okay.
Can you knock someone out with fire?
Strength contest.
I guess that was a silly question.
17 on his end.
21.
Wrong thing.
21. All right. He attempts to push by you, shove you out of the way, but you stop it. He's just, you see, as you're this close to him, actually, you've never really been this close to him, really. You've stood by him, but now you're like face to face with him, and his skin is just pale. His eyes kind of sagging a little bit out of the socket almost. He's definitely deteriorating a little bit as far as undead goes, but he's still got you can feel the strength behind his motion. He's not going to be an easy foe. Meanwhile, Yek's going, like snapping his fingers, and these bugbears start to move forward.
Okay, I tell Halleth, I'm like, look, you're not going to be able to get your revenge on the rest of the party if you die here getting this one guy, because this bugbear's behind you about to attack too.
Hal kind of looks over his shoulder, looks at you. Do a persuasion with advantage.
19.
At this point, Hal's eyes kind of glow red like a flare.
Oh.
You know, and then he just like steps back. And his eyes just turn the copper, and they're just glaring.
I think we should go get Rex.
Let's go plead the case and tell Yek to add to this guy's list of crimes.
Right, so the bugbear is actually going to come all the way forward, and they're going to kind of stay in guard on this guy now. All right, Yek looks at you, goes, I see you recognize the prisoner. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm gathering from all this hubbub?
Well,
we don't. Halleth, our friend, does.
Your friend?
So what a revenant is, and I explained to him a revenant that he has this drive to go kill his murderers. And this guy was part of his previous team who turned on him and killed him. Didn't try to kill him, he killed him. I mean, you can't get much better testimony of an eyewitness than the victim, their testimony.
Yes, I suppose you're right. But, so listen, you can take the dwarf off my hands. So whatever you do with him, I don't care. 25 gold, we'll call it even.
For what?
You're having the dwarf. You're buying him, right? To do with whatever you want.
I mean, but he's got his beard shaven and stuff. That's going to decrease the value. I'm thinking maybe 15 gold.
Oh, persuasion with disadvantage on that.
Yeah, that's
disadvantage.
Dude, what? Don't we have like?
Oh, I rolled a natural 20 too.
Okay, he's like, oh, I guess that was a bad idea in hindsight. Huh? 15 gold.
All right.
20. How about 20 gold?
18.
Oh, come on.
Fine, but clean up after the mess, will you?
And I
And
say,
you kind of snap your fingers again, and the goblin kind of comes up with a little bag and holds it in front of you. A little dirty brown bag.
All right. I give him the 18 gold.
Right? Deposit the coins. The goblin kind of looks at him, looks back at you, and goes back and throws him to Yek, and Yek kind of takes his pinky and kind of opens the bag slightly. Goes, oh yeah, it's perfect. All right, and kind of you there. Big one's in the back. You can release the dwarf into their custody.
don't give him the
The
Halleth.
bugbears kind of go. Or they kind of think Copper's like, what? Wait, what? What's going on?
I say, I'm not letting Halleth.
Alice steps forward. at
Oh.
this.
I'm like, I say, like, George, I don't really think that was a good idea.
I go back to Halleth.
Alice goes, you're coming with the bus now. You're coming with me.
First we
I
gotta.
go back to Halleth.
I say, first we're getting Rexy.
All right.
I tell Halleth, like, look, don't do anything, especially here, because I don't want to have to clean up the mess.
Hal kind of looks at you. You can see the veins kind of popping on his forehead and the side of his temples and things. His muscles kind of flexing.
I say, you're
And-
getting more creepy
and he
by the
says,
second.
So you will be holding on to this one for the time being, Copper here.
until
For
we
the time being.
Until we find.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll catch up with you later. And he walks off.
Oh, come on. Does he know where the other people are?
You can definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I say, I don't want him to go die
He's already dead.
again.
He kind of storms off.
It's inevitable.
And now Copper is released. And he kind of stumbles a bit as he kind of rubs his wrists a bit and goes, you think you can shave a dwarf's beard and get away with it? And he reaches for the bugbear and grabs the morning star out of his hands and takes a swing at the bugbear.
I am going to shoot that guy in the face.
I rush up and hit him with my shield. Slam him against the wall.
First, he manages to hit the bugbear.
Yeah.
For that.
No mercy.
All right. So he does 13 damage to the bugbear. Just bam! Just you can see the ribcage crunch, and the bugbear just collapses to the ground. Not dead, but definitely hurt. The other bugbear is about to swing. So what were you going to do?
I want to rush down and slam him against the wall with my shield.
All right, let's do a quick initiative and see who's going to react
Yay.
first as far as the bugbears, the goblins, or you guys.
I just got a 10
All right.
Okay, you got
with
10.
my potion bottle.
15.
15. Let me roll for the bugbear next to him.
Die.
Also a 15. Goblin by the door. After 1. You guys can see my rolls too, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So you and the
Ayla.
bugbear both react.
Halleth rolled.
How about the dwarfy that I want to now hit with the lightning
So-
bolt?
You have some distance to travel to get there. You're going to like get there to pin him to the wall right as the bugbear swings. The bugbear is going to get his swing off at the same time as you're doing your thing. So
The thing is, I'm pushing him out of the way, so he's going to hit me.
let's see.
Oh, come on.
16 plus 4, so 20, not natural to hit the dwarf. So you want to say that you're going to push the dwarf out of the way and take the hit? All right, so Copper gets shoved, boom. He's going to take a little bit of damage from the hit.
As much as I'm about to take.
So the bugbear is going to roll damage, 8 points of damage to George. As George takes the hit as he shoves Copper into the wall. Copper goes, ooh, and Yet goes, hey, control your property, please.
I look to the bugbear, I'm like, I will fix your friend, but you cannot hurt him while he is in my possession. I look to- Huh?
What language are you speaking?
I'll try common. If he doesn't hear, I'm going to try orc.
To the common, he goes, and to the orc, he goes, and he kind of steps back a bit, and he just kind of turns and looks at Copper, menacingly, and you are free to do what you want to do.
Right now, I'm running. I'm kind
I
of.
look at Copper. I'm like, I just saved your bacon twice now. You better cool it, or I'm going to let them have you.
They shaved my beard. It's the worst offense.
It will grow back.
Eventually, I'll be dead by then. That creature will take me out before my beard can grow back.
They're about to take you out now. At least you'll have stubble.
All right, fine. He drops the Morning Star, and the other bugbear is like, on the ground, groaning.
All right. I healed the other bugbear for 10.
Okay. His crumpled torso kind of snaps back into place, and he goes, he kind of rubs where it hit. He snatches the Morning Star back off the ground and like takes the butt of it and bam on Copper. Copper,
Ow.
and then the both bugbears kind of stalk away, at that point.
All right.
I come over to Dorf and say, I'm starting to think we should let House kill you.
I'm not sure what to do yet. I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, let's at least find Rex, which I think Halleth already did by now. Halleth might not be alive right now.
Rex is long gone, Copper says to you.
What do you mean?
I've been here for the better part of a day, 2 days, and I'm sure Rex and Minda have already left to do their own thing.
Well,
Cowards. Traitors. A bunch of them.
Well, so,
yeah, it's kind of par for the course.
Yeah, so far this trade, you're the third person to be betrayed.
Copper kind of, cracks his neck a little bit and rubs where the manacles were, and goes, I'm no saint, I understand that. But I want to live.
Who's the other person? What can the other guy? I know that Rex is,
Midna.
Minda is a cleric.
Yeah.
But just like Halleth was.
So what are y'all down here for that you're just leaving your crew left and right?
Yeah.
You left Kellum,
Of course.
you killed Halleth, and now they left you.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting that much glory that way.
We're here for glory, here for treasure. What else would there be?
What was your goal? How were you trying to go?
As deep as we can. We can get far enough down, we'll come back heroes.
That's what we're playing.
All the gold and women we want.
Women, come on, that's gross. And I think the man made us come down here. He's a maniac.
That's if you don't start cooperating, I'm going to feed you to the Gricks.
I thought we killed the Gricks.
Just she doesn't know that.
Your friend said you killed the Gricks already. Listen, I appreciate it. Really, really, I do. I'm glad to be out of those chains. I'm glad to have my freedom back. If it's not all the same with you, I'm going to get out of here before that thing comes back and finish me off.
It's not all the same to me. I've paid for your freedom and I've saved your butt twice. You'll be now.
Fine.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a double life debt.
Life debt. I don't subscribe to life debts. Listen, I got a map.
In other words, if you try to leave here, I will kill you myself.
I got a map to the 3rd level. What do you say? I give that to you, and I'll be on my way.
Nah.
How about you give that to me anyway, and you stay here where I'm telling you to do.
If I'm staying here with you anyway, I might as well just keep it.
I smack them.
All right.
What does that do?
You don't have to roll a hit, just roll damage.
Don't
If it's an unarmed attack, it would be, I think it's like...
Unarmed strike.
Yeah.
This is a 6. It's not even a D6, it's 6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Right, you smack him hard. 6 damage. Ooh, you see that?
Backhand him.
His nose just cracks, and blood just starts pouring down his face. He goes, "Oh, if I had my weapons and armor, you would be thinking twice."
I said,
I smack him again. Other way.
oh,
All right. Yak goes, "Excuse me, you can leave now."
okay, sounds good.
Yeah. I don't want the blood on my stone floors here. I sweep them 3 times a day. Well, I don't. At this point,
All right.
Renaer and Melannor have come down and are like giving you the like, get out of here kind of motion.
All right. I grab Copper by the scruff of his tunic or whatever and start dragging him out.
All right. Maybe come out here. These goblins kind of, having seen most of this, kind of stepped forward and walked away.
Back in.
And they're like, yeah. And you can hear them say, "Yak says, no more visitors."
And I'm like,
All right.
okay, fine.
I tell Copper, I say, hand over that map.
What?
I smack him again.
Oh, come on.
You're gonna kill it.
You're gonna kill this guy.
He's like, fine. And you see some of these other guards around who don't really know what's going on as far as what was going on, and they're kind of pointing at you guys, and you see him kind of doing this little thing, while they're watching.
I'm like, I say, technically he bought him.
And Copper goes, "Well, give me a second." He kind of goes to the corner of the room here, and he kind of reaches into his back, behind, like reaching down into his underwear, like down into the crack of his butt cheeks, and pulls out this map.
Why?
I had to hide it somewhere. So.
I presentation it.
Thank you.
Oh,
I didn't ask you to do that.
Not so germy. What in the world?
So Copper's map here.
Did you have Joey draw
This is
this?
school port. It has a school port.
So this is Copper's map to level 3.
Where are we?
You're not on level 3.
Oh, this is map. This is the map of level 3.
This is Copper.
Yeah, there's a little level
Dragon.
2 up here at the top.
There's level 2 stairs right there, up to where you are in level 2, and
Zombies.
you see all the little notes and
Dragons.
things.
Hey,
Why are dragons?
where'd you get this? It's Copper.
I bought it in the Yawning Portal. Someone said it was totally authentic. I'm sure it is.
There's dragons.
Somebody said that. Just somebody.
Nah, I mean, it was an authentic source. Who do you take me for? Fool?
Yes.
Yeah, I take you for a fool.
We wouldn't be coming down here if we didn't have an authentic map.
Really?
Then why would they leave the map here and leave you?
Yeah.
They just went to the level 3. I'm assuming they went to level 3 without the map. That was authentic.
Very.
I don't know. They won't get very far without this thing, I can tell you that.
I think that.
Well, then Halleth will be able to catch up to them pretty quick then.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe he'll be so busy with them, we can get out of here.
No.
No.
We're trying to make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble, dude. We're making sure he doesn't kill anyone.
I can bring that map back whenever you want to see it again.
Okay.
But here, look, you got a map to level 3 now. Whoop-de-doo. We got to get out of here, I think. That Halleth is insane. These goblins are all insane. I just want to leave and go back to Waterdeep and maybe find a new crew. You guys can just let me go.
No.
I dragged them down through that door that Halleth went through.
Like, we're going his way.
Right?
I'm like, how is so fast anyway?
So he drags you through this door and he's like, no. We don't know what's down here.
I say, that's the fun.
All right, you bust through the doors.
You'll be the
and
first.
Get down here and down this path. Darkness. No torches.
I have my light on.
You coming with?
Of course I'm coming with.
But you're like following after them. Wait for me.
I holler over, Halleth, can you hear me?
Halleth isn't there anymore. Halleth
Don't hear anything.
Halleth ran off about 5 levels.
All right, keep walking.
You kind of have him by the throat, kind of thing. He's got his hands up like this on you. He goes, "See, he's gone. He's gone after Minda. He's gone after Rex. You know, we can get out of here. This is our opportunity."
He's not gonna beat me.
I drag him on down the hallway.
You go further down.
Yeah.
Right, you're pulling him along. You eventually get to this crossroads here. Draken with your light.
I say down because that's what Half likes apparently.
I wanted to look for signs.
Do a perception check.
Okay, I will.
Are you assisting or?
I'm assisting. I'm not good at perception. I have +1.
All right, 17. He's
Yay!
assisting. 17.
17 and 17.
All right. So as you're at this crossroad, you kind of drag him out into the middle of the crossroads, and Copper's like, "No, no, no, no!" And you can see
I'm like,
Halleth,
you're fine. Oh,
Halleth has started going
down?
south.
Oh, knew it! I start running.
Halleth,
Knew
hearing all
it.
this commotion, has turned and has started walking back towards you. With, "Oh, you brought me my prize."
Where's
All right, here's the deal. You want to kill this guy, right?
Yes,
All right, you don't want to wait to find the others or anything like that.
he's right here.
Okay. How badly is Copper injured? Ish.
You take off a good
half health.
40% of his health.
You smacked him silly.
All right. I heal Copper 20 points.
That puts him close back up to full. So his nose kind of fixes itself. The blood stops flowing. He still has it on his dried on his mouth and lips and things.
Okay, that's gross. Does he still look too injured that it's unfair?
So he has no weapons
If
or
he has a
armor.
weapon-
Okay. What kind of weapon do you normally use there, Copper?
Short sword.
Short turn. What does short sword do you think?
Halleth, the glaive kind of on his back, kind of unsheathed it.
You're gonna have a duel. Just wait.
Yeah, we're gonna make this a fair fight, as fair as we can, considering he's a rogue and you're you.
Copper's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! He's a revenant. How is this fair?
I say that.
How was it fair when it was 3 against 1?
You're just sending me to my death here, guys. This isn't funny. All right, I'll pay you. Whatever you want.
I don't think Halleth is interested in money.
I'm talking to you.
But it was 3 against 1. At least this is 1 against 1. That's a better deal than you gave him.
Halleth goes, "Do whatever you're gonna do, and let me do what I'm gonna do."
I think it would be more fair. Mind if I cast
All
a
right,
black
that's what you wanted to do. That's up to you, Draken.
Well, it would.
All right. Do you have a short sword, Draken?
Why would I have a short sword?
Copper's backing up. and
I'm asking.
yank him back.
I don't think so. Do you keep track of the random weapons you pick up all the time?
Usually, yeah.
We can say that in your bag of holding, with all the goblins and everything you've killed over the course of this time, you picked up a few short swords if you want to give them to him.
Okay. Give him a short sword. Yank him back down the way we just came from. Now, what's in the crossroads? That we're in the crossroads. What's 30 feet around?
Yeah, well, let me reveal that for you. There's not much you can tell from what you can see. It seems like these paths go for quite a ways.
I'm like, more
How far did you go down there, Halleth?
I haven't gone far.
All right. Go on down south, and we'll bring him here, and we'll let y'all duke it out.
What does that
You
mean?
want him to go further south?
Yeah, we'll just do it in this little south hallway.
And I say,
Fine.
I have the fair beam.
You're gonna hit him with the raven fever.
Well, the other guy, he's a veteran. Yeah, I'd go ahead and do that. So it's more fair.
I don't know if it is more fair or not. I don't know.
All right, how far down do you want to go, Moose?
Just a little ways. Not Yeah, just to that corner is fine. Just give them some room.
Let the fairness begin.
The hell comes down here.
I did shoot the beam. I know.
All right, I grab Copper and push him in front of me and say, "Good luck." Give him a little shove.
First of all, Copper has his dark vision, but it's truncated to 30 feet as well. So he can't see Halleth anymore at this point.
I said, this is like that tournament thing in Waterdeep.
Copper goes, I'm glad you're so entertained. Sending me to my death.
I'm
Hey,
not.
it's not about us. There's a whole bunch of people watching right now. I think they'll be entertained too.
There is a bunch of people watching this.
Copper's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, that
Don't worry about us.
insane wizard dude.
Yeah, Mad Mage stuff.
Tries kicking
Go on.
forward out of your light, and he can see Halleth at this point. Halleth,
I want to keep them in sight. I want to be able to see this.
you
Yeah,
wanna move
me
forward?
too. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
seeing this.
And they're capping them off a bit.
I'm like,
Yeah.
on your marks, get set.
I don't think Hal's going to wait for you to say go.
On your marks, get set,
Halleth,
go.
before you can do anything, we're going to roll initiative for
Oh,
Halleth and
come on.
Copper, I guess. I'll be fighting with myself.
It would be funny to see what
Hey,
happens.
you said you had a contingency plan. Surely you're expecting this one.
This was not one of them.
You were finished. Oh,
Yes!
All right.
We have fooled the DM.
Halleth got initiative.
Oh,
He
And
rushes
where does it
forward. He takes his first swing from actually 10 feet away because he has a glaive.
and he doesn't want to hit us.
That hits.
He's dead already.
Yeah.
28 to hit. He's gonna
I
do
thought he only gets +1 to hit, man.
7 damage. We'll say half will be 4. So Copper takes 4 damage from that strike. Halleth does another attack. You guys got money on this or something? Or?
No,
No.
Hits again. Does a good
it's better
5
than killing somebody in chains.
with this. And I'm probably not going, don't want to necessarily go through this full fight. But we'll see. Halleth does a Constitution saving throw.
I say, come on, dude.
21. So he clears the rate of enfeeblement.
That wasn't fair.
Copper takes these slashes, slashing across him, and Halleth's like, oh, kind of does a little flexing growl, and whatever enfeeblement just kind of lifts off of him.
I'm like, oh, come
And
on.
Copper turns and strikes at George.
Oh, come on.
He's like, he figures his best way out is this way.
Do I get a roll initiative now?
This is like, let's see if he even hits with his little short sword. Oh, we got a 19.
That hits.
He does 5 damage to you, George.
I read
I take it.
Okay.
And I'm like, really?
I,
Really?
He goes, I better against you than that thing.
I
I shove him with my shield.
say, you have 2 people here. Lightning in my hands.
All right, you shove him with the shield. Check, you only rolled a 3, so don't even bother. And,
We gonna be the game show
I rolled
over.
a 24.
We're the game show. People
he's,
now.
Gets shoved back. Right into, and that was his turn, essentially. So,
Yeah, that was a
right
waste.
into Halleth's attack range.
I think
27
why?
to hit. There's another 7 damage, not reduced this time.
He's dead.
At this point, I'm just going to roll a D100 here.
100?
And I will say, if he comes back, I'm going to smack him with my own hammer.
Okay.
I have my nice lightning in my hand right now.
You guys are watching this as Copper is putting up a fight with his short sword. Halleth is just slash. It's like slicing him to ribbons with his glaive. And Copper, at some point, he's just bleeding profusely everywhere. And he just yells out to you, "You call this justice?" And then his head goes flying off with
Oh.
one last glaive strike.
Oh, man.
That's the justice of Undermountain.
Halleth goes,
Feel better?
Quite.
All right.
The other people.
Let's go back to the market.
There's another one to the east.
Okay. Then.
Let's go back to the market.
What bargain? Arcane.
Market.
Oh man, I want to go to the east. I want to get this guy off my nerves. Like I don't want to be this guy.
Halleth strides between the two of you and goes up here and looks to the east passage. I can feel one of them. They're so close.
Just one?
One is this way to the east, much closer. Another one further away to the south.
Okay, I see. Let's go to the closer one. Let's go. It's right by us, George.
All right. Since two of y'all are wanting to go, let's go ahead.
Yeah. The first time Halleth's ever kind of done a laugh. As he boldly leads the way forward this direction.
All right.
I see the George. I want him off my nerves. He's creepy.
Yeah, but he's very powerful.
Yeah.
I'm going to heal myself for 10 points.
What? Okay. That was 10.
As Halleth is leading you guys this way,
I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds.
Who carved all this anyway?
ancient dwarves. George is getting healed up a bit.
A little bit. I was already kind of down. It's been a little while since we did
I was like keeping light in my hand just in case if I need to do something.
You guys reached this kind of natural tunnel formation.
What way?
You see a tunnel kind of leading upward into another
That's pretty convenient.
path. Another tunnel leading this direction.
Y'all realize we just left Melannor and Renaer just back
Yeah,
there.
they're shopping.
Yeah, it's just the three of us now. They're okay. We'll come back for them.
Yeah, we're like, okay. I say, which way? Headed?
Alice kind of looks to the south, looks to the north, and goes, either way.
Either way, what?
It circles around apparently. Let's go this way.
How can you tell that?
Because
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I thought it was like a direction, like just one direction kind of thing.
Pretty much is, but
Not a.
either way though, we're gonna go.
We're gonna see another chained person that I'm not letting Halleth meet up right away.
See this partially caved in room, a door to the north, and a tunnel further to the east.
No, what way?
Alice ignores the door and continues to the tunnel.
I'm like,
But it's a door. Don't you want to see what's in the door?
how?
No.
Oh,
I will come back.
You guys
Gotta
can do
come
whatever
back
you
for
want to
Renaer
do.
and Draken
You can let Halleth go on.
I'm not letting Halleth kill an innocent person
You
again.
just did.
Well, we're not a
No, he didn't.
kind of fair
Well,
trial.
not innocent, I suppose, but
And we made it as fair as we could.
trial by combat.
We made it
Yeah.
as fair as we possibly could. I even ran his abilities or whatever it's called.
He
Yeah.
shrugged it off after one turn.
I know, that's so annoying.
All right, this tunnel
Down, I guess.
leads into another passage, and
Down.
yep, he does choose to go south.
Whoa, what's that?
He turns the corner here. I'm just going to describe the room as we go.
What's the color?
Yeah, you do see this wall here has some like murals painted onto it. You see this painted images of wizards kind of succumbing to madness and being transformed into these creatures with these big giant eyes. And,
What in the world?
another kind of image of eerie green light exploding out of a spell book and changing another wizard into one of this big pile of goo with mouths and eyes and such. It's all this stuff all painted on the wall.
I'm like, oh, gross.
And then
Like
Halleth
someone's bedtime stories.
continues and stops at this passage here. And he looks to the east. And to the east now, you see coming from this passage is light. Looks like a flickering firelight. And you see that this flickering firelight coming from the east, and Halleth kind of pauses and strides forward very quickly. 15-foot high vaulted ceiling above you with these sconces in all four corners with these magical flames within them. you see this woman, this older woman, like not old, but say maybe mid-40s woman sitting in a chair facing the door. She has these kind of robes on of a cleric. And there's a table to the south. You can see it just bears all sorts of food. There's brimming with flagons of wine and water and bread and meats and all sorts of food stuff on this table. And Minna, this is obviously who it is, because Hal goes, Minna! Striding in. Stands up very quickly, all of a sudden goes, Halleth? As Halleth charges forward.
Wait.
Glaive up and ready to swing. Are you guys going to do anything?
Yes, I'm dashing. Well, do I need a dash?
You're in the same room as him.
Okay.
Actually, let's roll initiative. See who goes first.
20, not natural.
And now we'll run the encounter. So, George, you got a 20.
Yes.
Draken,
14.
14. Halleth, okay. Ooh, rolled low.
Ooh, yay.
8. All right, so in that case, then, when it comes to order of initiative, George will act first.
And House is
All right. Yeah, I'll go run up to Halleth and pull him back.
All right, you're going to physically grab him and pull him. That's going to be a strength contest.
I rolled a 17.
George wins that strength check, so you stop him. He has that glaive up, ready to strike, and you grab a hold of him, grab the glaive, grab around his chest, and just this powerful brick wall of strength, but you manage to stop it. And Minna stands up at this point, of course, is like, Halleth! And don't know what to do.
Ever heard of a dead guy?
I talked to Halleth. I'm like, look, you know I'm going to help you. I already helped you. But I have my own stipulations on it. It's got to be a fair fight.
At this point,
I need to hear her story.
Because you've succeeded on convincing him thus far, and he did get his vengeance with Copper. He does take your advice. He does stop. I'm going to change the music now. I forgot I'm still on the Goblin Market music.
I'm over here.
This is jaunty for revenge killing.
All right,
So jaunty.
very nice. All right, then. Well, in that case, initiative does end. I'll stop the encounter. All right, so Minna, she backs up away from Halleth. She says, "What's going on here? He's dead."
Halleth is a Revenant.
We are trying to curtail it as much as possible. I want to hear your side of the story.
Halleth goes, "Curtail? You are helping me."
Yes, but I'm helping you, but not letting you just go on cold-blooded murder spree.
Yes.
Minna, both of you, do a perception check for me.
Okay. I'm making sure Minna I do not trust.
19.
Ooh, 19.
You both got 19. You both recognize and notice that she has 2 holy symbols around her neck.
Oh,
One
snap.
of Joaquin and one of her deity, which I forget what it was. It was Shar, I think.
Would I know what that means?
The 2 holy symbols?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know.
I see you, and I make Mage hand.
I mean, like, what I know why she has 2. Like, what does having 2 mean?
Halleth.
Halleth is a cleric of Joaquin, and she has his holy symbol around her neck,
Okay.
along with her
I
own
gotcha.
holy symbol of Shar.
Mage hand, I'm trying to take the Joaquin symbol.
It's going to be a bit more of a than Mage Hand can handle. It's wrapped around her neck.
You can go up.
She can bat it away or something.
I can't say, what are you doing with his holy symbol?
Well, I don't have to answer your questions. And she starts to slide away, trying to go around this way.
Does she see that? I still have lightning in my hand.
Her own.
If I were you, I would stop where you are.
I know this character has a mace, but she actually has a staff. This kind of glowing yellow energy kind of crackles around her staff. She's like, "I'm not a pushover. You will leave me be."
I'm not
Look,
over.
do you know you are a cleric? You know what a revenant is.
She nods. Yes.
You're wanting
You know he will not stop Would you rather face him now when you are semi-prepared, or face him when you're dead asleep?
She kind of stops and goes, I'd rather not face him at all.
You can't.
You know he's not going to stop.
If we all kill him right now, he won't be able to come back for another 24 hours. We can get far away from here by then.
Really? You can't die twice.
Yeah, there's no we in that.
I didn't even know he couldn't die again.
Now, I am willing to hear your story, so at least you would have that off of your conscience.
What does my story have to do with any of this? You see an undead, you, a paladin of the light, see an undead creature here in front of you. It is our, she kind of points to you and herself, it is our duty to rid the world of this thing.
I see a person who had a great betrayal cast upon him. An injustice, and I am all about the justice, baby. I'll step over to block her way.
All right.
I said, can I shoot a level 6 lightning bolt yet?
Now, it's up to you whether you want to just let him at you and you die without having heard your side, or at least get that last confession.
She says, listen, I did not even touch this fool. Rex and Copper, they are the ones who killed him. I just didn't do anything about it.
I want to have.
I look at Halleth. I say, like, what does that mean to you, Halleth?
He says, as far as my burning vengeance goes, she is just as guilty as the two of them.
Even though she didn't lay a hand.
According to her.
According to her, what do you remember?
I remember very little. I remember pain and blades and darkness.
All right, go ahead, Joey. I've interrupted you twice.
I'm inciting that girl.
Insight check?
I got a 13, so.
Oh.
Well, let me roll for her, see if she tells you anything. Okay. You can see Draken, you're kind of looking at her as she's saying this, and you don't believe her. You think she's hiding something. She hasn't told you the whole truth.
I say, I still have you, Dragon.
She looks at the crazy Dragonborn and the Half-Orc here in front of her, and Halleth, and realizing her options are limited, she goes, fine. What do you need to hear? Will it get me out of this?
Your story. Everything.
What was your part in it, honestly?
I might have thrown inflict wounds in there or something like that to finish him off at the end. But listen, he was dying anyway. I was doing him a favor. It was a mercy kill.
Mercy kill.
Why do you have his symbol?
He wasn't going to need it anymore.
You don't either. You don't even follow that god.
This is worth a lot of money.
So you're just going to wear it and flaunt it? That is not something a cleric should do.
I started stepping forward.
Okay, you step forward.
I like started walking up to her.
There you walk up to her. She says, get away from me.
So what I'm proposing is the same thing that happened with Copper. A duel. If you win, great. If you lose, sorry.
Minda goes, this is not justice. This is a death sentence.
This is just justice. Look, it's a one-on-one. That's more justice than you gave him.
She kind of looks at Halleth, and Halleth kind of cracks his neck a bit and brings up the glaive. Again, he doesn't have any armor on. He's barefoot. He has a commoner's clothes. It's still stained with his own blood from wherever he was murdered. And the glaive above him. And he's just holding it and staring at her menacingly, just kind of pulsing veins and eyes flashing red. And she says, I'm going to die.
I
look at Hal and I say, is that acceptable? Same thing as with Copper, one-on-one?
More than acceptable.
I look at Minna and say, do you have any last words or requests besides, let you go?
How about you two not throwing me to the dogs here, the wolves?
We're not throwing you. We're just walking away. Come on, Draken.
I say, You can fight back. I never said you can't do that.
George is walking away and calls Draken to come with.
But the food. I wanted to get.
Well, you go eat. Go get dinner
I
in the
like
show.
movie snacks.
Draken goes to the refreshment table as Halleth charges forward.
and like looking.
And not even looking like George is like standing at the door, kind of leaning against the door frame, the room behind him, while Draken's like eating food, and behind them there's flashes of light. And,
I watched it. I watched.
And Draken's like eating popcorn while he's watching all this stuff happening, and he kind of does this. His blood goes that way. It splatters on the food. He's like, oh.
I grab a new bowl.
Grabs an apple.
No.
And when the dust is cleared, Halleth comes forward, his holy symbol around his neck.
I don't think so.
Is Melannor. But he kind of goes.
I didn't see if she had anything on her.
Okay. All right. So for harvesting like this, it's a humanoid to be a survival check.
I have +5.
You're looking for stuff.
Oh, I have +5.
Well, then you should do it because I just rolled a 3.
I was gonna. Are you assisting me?
No.
Sure. I think I already rolled, so I can't assist.
Oh well, then I roll a 1.
You don't find anything, which is unusual, considering she probably has a lot on her. But in the conflict, in the battle, all her stuff got just demolished. She is like a wreck of a person. You do find, we'll say here, you do find a holy symbol of Shar. That's in the wreckage, if you will.
I say, she said these are. Well,
and we'll go ahead and say you find her coin purse. You get 50 dragons and 75 shards. Yeah, you can see her staff has been broken. Her robes have been torn asunder.
Like, what did you do?
You see shattered bottles of potions of healing that weren't able to be used on the ground have already been shattered and knocked out of hands and such. And
I'm like, you were good.
And Halleth is back there at the door, not even looking, just waiting for his companions here to follow him.
I do the best I can to do like a last rites, even though I don't know the last rites, but
all right.
Let her be at peace.
Say a few words over her and walk away.
Yeah. I didn't do it with Copper because he annoyed me.
Halleth stalks back into the hallway.
What's up?
And goes, this obviously means a lot to me. I seem to be unable to feel much other than vengeance, but I'm sure in my past life I would be very grateful to you. Halleth, whenever you two seem to be ready to move on, Halleth goes, all that's left is Rex.
Rex is the hardest one, I hear.
He was the leader.
Oh, come on.
All right. How far do you think he is?
Why does it matter? Are you tired?
No, I understand.
Well, no, but if we get too far, I want to go back and pick up Renaer and Melannor.
I will admit he is a distance away, but he is on this level. He is on this floor.
Oh, good.
Great. So we have some time.
Very well. You've helped me thus far, and I appreciate that enough that I will go with you back to the Goblin Village.
Cool.
Yay, doppelganger.
First, though, let's see what's behind this door.
All
Okay.
right.
Yay.
Okay.
Door.
You open the door.
No, we listen at the door
Oh.
and try to look through a peephole if we can and check for trap. Do all that stuff. You don't just open doors.
All the basic stuff.
All right.
Yeah, we just open a door.
Perception check. Whoever's listening at the door.
Oh,
Seven.
not me.
7. You hear nothing.
I have a +5 rolled it today.
It seems very quiet on the other side of this door. You
Is
hear,
it like a peephole or something?
you look through the peephole. You can look through the keyhole there, but it's not locked though. But you see just a dark room, no light.
All right. Ease that door open. Don't just slam it open.
Ease this door open. You come into this room. This room is a large room, about 30 feet tall, very large. Let's see. It's like about 40 feet wide or so.
I'm looking up.
You do see. You look up.
Yeah.
You see a stone ceiling.
Wow.
You do see several passages away from this room. Several doors.
Oh, this is way bigger than I thought it'd be.
See this large wall here. Then another passage leading north that way. Another door to the east here. And also dominating in this room is a floating skull. First of all, before we do any other movement, how about we do perception checks for this room now that we're in it, we can see more.
I got a 20, not natural.
20.
13.
Okay. As you guys enter the room and kind of step forward a bit, you notice the telltale signs that skull floating in the middle of the room over here in the northeast section is not floating in air, is actually floating in the middle of a large, giant even, gelatinous cube. So this massive...
Yeah, I think we should close the door now and just walk away.
30 feet by 30 feet size, enormous gelatinous cube with a floating skull within the middle of it is floating there.
Yeah. Let's just walk away.
Yeah, kind of like goodbye.
Halleth says, I think that would be wise.
Yeah, so just back up, open the door, close it behind us.
Get back up. Close the
Never
door.
mind. Wrong turn.
Lock the door.
As you close the door, you can't help but hear in your mind, oh.
I say,
and you hear boo, all these boos, like there's boos coming from a distance. But then it kind of, that sound fades away.
I'm like, oh, come on.
All right, you head back through this caved in area here, back to this hallway.
You gotta find Riggs.
You want to head back to the market? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you heading back to
while we're walking back, I tell Draken, like, don't say a word about what's happened.
It sounds good.
Okay. You make it back up here to this door, and the door is locked.
I knock.
This little slot opens, and the goblin poking through goes, "Wake up, wake up!"
I look at Draken.
Do you know the keyword?
He goes, "What's the passphrase?"
Do I know
Repeat
the
customers. Repeat customers.
what?
Repeat customers.
Repeat. I just saying, repeat customers.
You're looking in your book that tells you the phrases,
Yeah.
and you use the keyword to make it. You say goblin phrases to you, and you look up those two words and say them back to them. You're doing all that stuff.
Repeat. I do repeat customers.
Okay, so he sees you like thumbing through a book. Let's see. Uga, and then he goes flipping. Chicoba. He goes, slides the door and opens the door for him.
I say, I do not actually speak goblin.
All right. Halleth decides he's going to hang by the door.
All right, we'll come back.
He has no interest in whatever this place is. Again, you hear the hubbub of the goblin market at a peak time. Everyone, just like it was not too long ago, you've been gone for about an hour. At this point, we'll say that Renaer is actually nowhere to be seen. He's not visible where you currently are. And Melannor is, we'll say, over here talking to this elven guy.
Is that lady that was arguing with those goblins still there?
Yeah, we'll say she's still there. I'm not going to worry about moving everybody around. Just imagine all these tokens just like,
Yeah.
always in motion.
I'm gonna see if I can sell anything there.
So using the field guide, you're able to quickly determine what the little symbols and phrases and such you see around these local tents. And this one says essentially herbalism.
What does that mean?
This one says there's a tunnel to a bathhouse over here. And this one is food. This one's also food. Trinkets. We'll go ahead and reveal what all these stores are. There's a tavern over here. Adventure gear.
Like body parts? I go to that one. Woo!
Yeah. So Draken's drunk and goes over here to the hunting
I'm
lodge.
not drunk.
And George, you approach this woman who's, we'll say she's over here now, we'll say, and you come over there. And she's talking to these people about the bathhouse, and she seems intrigued. Like, I could use a bath.
I walk up to her and say, greetings, fellow adventurer.
He turns and says, "Ho ho, another adventurer! Well met!" And she kind of gives you a hearty clap on the back. And
Wow.
you see she's tall. She's probably eye to eye with you, George. She's a giant woman. Big plate mail armor on. And like I said, the big sword. And he says, "It's so good to see you, another adventurer type. What you in here for? Are you here for glory, gold? What's going on?"
Mad.
Yeah, I believe the glory is going to be the one that fits.
Excellent. Well, me and my crew, we're actually here by complete accident, if you can believe that. But I don't know. I was looking at this bathhouse. Have you been here before? You want to think about this bathhouse?
That's our first time.
Oh, me too. Yeah. And you can look at her now, and you can see she's really beat up. Like she's got cuts and bruises. Her armor's dented in some places, and you see she's been bandaged many times.
What do you do?
But she seems very happy. You know?
Yeah. I say, how about you want to go? I'll buy you a drink, and we can swap stories.
Oh, I've never turned down a drink, especially from a handsome half-orc like yourself. Let's go. She seems to know. Like, George, you've never been here before, and I revealed this is the tavern, but you didn't necessarily know that. But she seems to know that. She's apparently been there already a couple times, and she heads up here to the tavern tent. Meanwhile, Draken, you're speaking to this hunting lodge. And what are you wanting to do?
Can I sell you a doppelganger skull? I try to say it in Goblin.
So you're like very broken goblin trying to speak to them. But luckily with your helmet, you can understand them perfectly speaking back to you. You know, but you can't necessarily speak it very well. And so they look at you and look at the skull and goes, "Ooh." They're like, look at, "Hey, Timbo." And another goblin comes up and goes, "Look at what he's got." "Ooh, that looks good. What can we offer for it?" He goes, "Oh, let's say 2 gold. He looks stupid. 2 gold."
I say I am not stupid.
Oh, oops. Oh, so sorry. I was talking about him, and points to the goblin behind you. He goes, "That guy, he's stupid."
Okay.
And he goes, "Oh, you understand okay though? Language?"
I say, yes, I have a helm of language.
"Oh, nice. Helmets, very good. So we can't pull anything by you then, huh?" And he kind of elbows the one next to him and goes, "Give him a fair price."
I say, yes.
And he goes, okay. Well, if you understand me so well, what do you want for the skull?
I don't usually sell things.
Oh, excellent.
I'm thinking it was a bad idea to leave him alone.
Let me find the value of this thing. One second. He goes, okay. You obviously a very discerning Dragonborn man. So we will give you for the skull. He looks at the other guy, kind of starts gibbering in their ears, and the other one kind of goes, no. He goes, yes, no. Yes, fine. You know, and goes 300 dragons.
That actually sounds good.
Okay, deal. Okay, good, deal.
I'm like, I'll take 300 dragons.
Add 300 dragons to your purse.
I'll take 300
And
for like everything.
remove the skull from your inventory.
Wow, is that not a good deal?
What is you're selling the skull?
Yeah, I think that's a good deal.
Okay.
And honestly, I think it's a good
All
deal.
right. Meanwhile, back at the tavern, George, you in your orcish, you order a couple drinks. And let me bring up. I have their drink list here. Actually, they have 4 different drinks on sale. You can get a mug of amberjack for 1 gold, a mug of worm whiz for 3 silver, goat's head ale for 6 silver, or the special dwarven ale on tap for 2 gold.
Let's do that. The first one, the 1 gold one.
All right, so you hold up, 2 fingers and point at the one you want, and he goes 2 gold, in like really broken orcish, 2 gold. He knows that much.
I give him 2 gold.
Right. He gives you 2 mugs of amberjack ale, and it's kind of got this amber color to it, and it's not that bad as far as ales go. It's not obviously anything like you guys would serve at your tavern, but you're pleasantly surprised for where you are.
Okay.
So, the woman introduces herself as Fiona.
I introduce myself as George.
Okay. And she goes,
The yellow dot.
"So great to meet you, George. So nice to see another adventure type. These other guys are kind of creepy." Like, she kind of waves her arm back. And the bugbears and goblins and stuff all around her.
Tieflings. Those are kobolds. They look like tieflings.
Those are kobolds. Lots of kobolds. And she takes a big swig of her ale, puts it down. Oh, yeah, keep them coming. And she pops out a couple of them. She brings out a couple of her own gold out to keep another one.
Awesome. So you said you got here by accident.
Oh yeah, crazy story that is. She says, so me and my group were called the Cheeky Pluckers. we were in the Underdark. We weren't even here. I don't know where we are actually, but we were in the Underdark. We managed to find our way through this tunnel and ended up in this really creepy place. All these drow everywhere, and we were like, oh no, can't have that. And so we managed to sneak through. We fought a couple of them, killed a few. And they hurt us a bit. It was a bad fight, okay? But we managed to find like this magical gate. And wow, Serial, she managed to figure out exactly how to get through the gate. The gate opened up in front of us. It was amazing. We walked through and we ended up just a few blocks from here.
Ah, well, you are in Undermountain beneath the city of Waterdeep.
Waterdeep? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We're like fathoms away from where we came from. This is like, oh, wait till I tell the others.
Where are the others?
Oh, let's see. 4 Fingers, he's around here. Oh, there he is. He's right behind us. Actually, this gnome kind of walks up. This gnome guy. He goes, hey, Fiona. And he kind of steps up to the bar and orders a drink. Kind of shoves his way in between the two of you. Goes, hey, buddy. And he gets up on the bar and he goes, hey, that one. And he throws a couple gold out and grabs like the most expensive dwarven ale. It's like this giant mug in his little gnomish hands. He's like, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Fiona goes, that's 4 Fingers. Let's see, Halberd. I don't know where he is. Stereo somewhere. And then there's Danny. He's talking to those trinket guys behind us there. You see the elf guy that my names are getting all jumbled up now. Melannor is talking to this Daniel, apparently, the elf, half-elf bard behind them. So there's a group of 5, all in Fiona's party of the cheeky pluckers.
Yeah, so you're in underneath Waterdeep on the 2nd level of the Undermountain dungeon.
He says, oh, 2nd level, at least we're not too far down. That's a relief. We can at least get back up top, not too far. I was hoping you wouldn't say we're on level 15 or something crazy like that.
Oh,
Just 2.
There won't be goblins here for 15. They're giant minotaurs.
You're not there.
Yeah, you're actually really close to. They're actually really close to the stairs to level 1. They're just through that door and up the hall.
We got here this morning. We've been just overwhelmed by this marketplace, which we've never seen anything like this before. We've just been having a blast, selling off all the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They have a lot of.
Yeah, I heard you having some issues over there.
Oh, they came around.
Oh, that's good. What had y'all going to Undermountain? Or Underdark, I mean.
Oh, well, the funny thing is, Sariel, she is actually a drow, okay? But don't get me bad ideas. She's fine. You know, she's our cleric. She hangs out with us. She's got a beef with some of the drow families, and so we were helping her out. And because apparently her family was like wiped out by another family of drow. It's like this big family versus family thing, all this stuff. Anyway, we were down here looking to get some payback, if you will, but I think we're way off course now.
Yeah, so where are you from originally? Like, you said you're fathoms away.
We're going to say that she is from Icewind Dale.
Aha! The cold, frozen north.
Yeah, it's hot down here. I got all this plate mail armor on. You know, usually it keeps me nice and warm, but now it's like, whew. I was thinking of taking one of those baths, but now I'm kind of worried about taking all this armor off.
That and those baths are usually hot water baths, aren't they?
At this point, I think that feels pretty good.
I haven't done it, so I don't know anything about it. So I imagine you are wanting to get back to the Dale.
Eventually, man, from Waterdeep, it's going to take us, gosh, weeks to get back. By boat, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I got to talk to the others, let them know where we are. And Four Fingers to know him. He goes, wait, what do you say? Waterdeep?
Yeah, you're on the second floor of the Undermountain dungeon under Waterdeep.
Oh, man. That's going to take us a long time to get back. Fiona, you tell everybody else about this. He goes, I will. All right, well, considering everything, this is pretty lucky that we ended up here versus, say, some volcano somewhere. We walked through that portal, didn't know where it was going to go, but we had to get out of there. These drows are on our backs.
So when you walked through that portal, was there like a portal on this side that you walked through?
Oh, yeah. Just a little ways to the west.
What was the way y'all opened the portal on the other side?
At this point, Four Fingers goes, wait a minute, why do you want to know? This could be our little secret over here. The cheeky plucker's got a leg up in the Undermountain game. Hey, what do you think, Fiona? We can maybe make a killing down here. We got our own little way in.
I mean, this is the first time we've been under Undermountain. I'm sure other people know about it.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Fine, whatever. And he goes, you got to put a coin in the slot. That's all it is. Like a machine, like one of those gnomish machines that we have back home that give you little food things when you put coins in them. You put a coin in it, and the portal is open right up.
It takes you to the Underdark?
Oh, I don't know. It took us wherever we were.
I was just wondering if you couldn't just take it back.
I think, based on what you just told us, it might be better. You know, Fiona, you're the leader. You let us know. But I feel like it might be easier to go up from here than try to go back that way. And Fiona goes, yeah.
Well, it's just to the west on this floor, isn't it?
It's on.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because Underdark's so far down.
Yeah, Underdark is massive underworld. It like covers the entire.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be happy to help as much as I can. If you do go topside, you should check out the Troll Skull Tavern. It's a pretty good place, if I do say so myself.
Okay. Hey, you hear that, Fiona? We got ourselves an inside man. And Fiona goes,
oh yeah, I've been in Waterdeep for a couple of years now.
Fiona goes, oh yes, that's really useful. I mean, once we get up there, we're not going to know anybody. So yeah, once we get up there, we'll go to Troll Skull Tavern for our first stop in the city. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, it's in the northeastern.
I'm sure we can ask around.
Yeah, it's no.
All right, Draken, back to you. You're still haggling with these people?
No, I would like to go to the top one adventure gear.
You kind of walking around and you kind of window shopping. You kind of give a nod to Melannor, who goes, "Oh, there you are." You know, but continues to talk with his buddy there. And you see a little shop with trinkets.
Do I see Renaer yet?
No. You see George talking to these people here at the tavern area, like this bar set up with all these bottles of booze and stuff. And then you get here to this tent, and you see these two Durgar, these big gray dwarves, kind of talking to these goblins here. And you can see there's like a language problem. Like they're speaking Dwarvish, and they're speaking Goblin back, and there's not really much happening there. And the dwarves seem to be getting a little bit upset.
I talked to the. Does the book only have one language at a time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I asked the goblins if I can spell a mantle spell in between.
The goblins go, "We'll get to you in just a second. We're trying to deal with these people."
I say they don't talk their language.
I know. And the dwarf goes, "Hey," you can hear this. You obviously understand what they're saying. The dwarf goes, "Hey, it's our turn right now."
You want me to transfer you?
No cutting in line.
I'm gonna ask him if
My voice is shot.
I want to ask him if he wants me to what he said to tell that to the goblins.
All right, so through your ledger of goblin phrases and your helm of comprehend languages, you can kind of barter your way through this interaction. And these, essentially the gist of it, these dwarves have this dagger that they have, and they're wanting to ask how much it's worth, essentially. And the goblins are like, "Listen, we recognize that dagger. We know it's stolen. We're not going to accept it." And so the dwarves are getting angry at this, but they don't want to cause a fight with all this stuff happening, and so they start to walk away.
I say, okay, never mind.
All right, so these dwarves start to move on, we'll say. I'm just going to hide them from the map for now. They were trying to sell a stolen dagger and didn't get anywhere.
Well, you're not going to get anywhere.
And the goblins recognize the dagger and didn't want to take it. Okay. So now, your turn. They go, they even say, "Oh, thank you so much for helping us."
You're welcome. Can I sell a mantle of spell resistance?
Why would you want to get rid of such a wonderful item? All right, you explain you don't want it anymore. He looks at you and he kind of looks at his buddy and goes, "Well, if you want to sell, hey, we can do that, but I don't think we have enough gold to buy that thing. We can give you, let's see, you want to trade?"
For what?
So they have pretty much all the regular adventuring gear stuff, that you would see in the player's handbook and such. They also have hunting traps. They have hatchets. They have bolas. They have thieves' tools. They have candles.
What are bolas?
A bola is like a rope with two balls on the end, and you kind of throw it, and it'll spin like this, and it'll catch around the legs of someone and wrap it up and make them fall over prone.
Okay.
You can get tourniquets. You can find empty glass vials, all sorts of adventuring gear stuff. Like, what do you want?
I'll take a couple bolas.
Okay. That'll knock off a couple gold. About 20 gold off what we owe you. So they bring out 2 bolas to give to you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll put that in your list after this. And they say, "Listen, we can give you all the gold we have for your mantle of spell resistance. We have 750 gold.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we got 750 gold, and how much silver we got? We got, are you sure you want to do this?
I'm like, I don't want to take you out of business. I'll just take 750 gold.
Okay. So they give you 750 gold and take the mantle of spell resistance from you. And they like hanging up in a really prominent place, like right behind them. Like, here it is, like prominent. And they are like, "Oh yeah," like rubbing their hands together, waiting for someone to come get this thing.
I come to the tavern now.
All right, George, back to you. Okay, Draken's over here. While you guys are talking, Draken's trying to find a spot at the bar, but it's like all full up. Just everyone's picking all the spots. He's like hovering around, waiting for someone to be done with their drink so he can take a spot somewhere.
I'm like, I'll just stand.
And he's like, excuse me.
I'm just like on a stand right now, like waiting.
You're gonna just loom creepily.
Yeah.
Okay. Fiona downs her third drink. Slams it on the table.
So,
Back to the face.
we're on our way down through the layers below.
Oh, really? Why is that? I mean, hey, if there's something great down there, maybe my group might want to go too.
Not really sure what's going on there. I'll go through the whole spiel with the Mad Mage, 1,000 years, blah, 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 blah.
He's like, wow, you're really deep in it.
Yeah. Hey, more company the merrier if y'all want to join.
I don't know. I have to talk to the others, of course. Fourfinger goes, yep, more the merrier. Kind of passes out.
He's fun. I like him.
he had essentially like a small barrel in front of him that he was drinking out of as far as his scale goes. All right, at this point, you do hear some ruckus coming from the west as what appears to be a platoon of hobgoblins are coming into this area.
Well, I tell George I haven't seen Renaer around.
Maybe we should find him, make sure he's okay.
All right, so as they're coming in here right behind the tavern, you can see the goblins and the goblin guards and the kobolds there, and the hobgoblin in front goes, repeat customers, and is in goblinoid. And they go, and let them through, and you can see they're walking through like this little bit of a little regiment of hobgoblins, and they are, one of them is carrying like a halberd. What's that? Not halberd, a tabard.
Pennant?
Yeah, pennant, like a long pole with a flag on it, and it has the symbol of this bloody handprint with a yellow triangle in the middle, and they kind of walk through, and one of the goblins come up to him, and they have a little conversation there, and too far away you guys can hear, and Fiona goes, "Oh, what's this?" She's interested in what's going on. Looking in the tent, you can see through the tent. It's not like a walls on the side. It's like a tent above you. And then this hobgoblin leader kind of walks forward and calls out, "Aga, what? Aga, Aga." Just in goblin.
Here?
Yep. So you, Draken, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute because George has no idea what they're saying. So Draken tells you.
Legion of Azra.
There we go. That the Legion of Azra
needs help against drow attacking them. I tell everyone that.
So
the Legion of Azra.
Let me recap for Draken. So Draken tells you that this group is from the Legion of Azrock. That they are looking for volunteers to help assist them in their fight against the drow who are demolishing their people. They promise glory and gold to those who aid them in their war against the drow. They'll accept anyone regardless of race. Doesn't have to be goblins.
Sounds like a good opportunity.
And so whenever Draken you say this, Fiona goes, "Ooh, I should tell Sariel this." Because she's obviously got a drow involved and she might know more about this stuff. So she takes off.
I want to go up. Oh, apparently she's going up, so I'm going up too.
Right after the announcement of the hobgoblins, you see a lot of the goblins and kobolds and stuff. They kind of go, they're not doing that, and they kind of go back to their business, and the hubbub kind of rises again.
I go over to them and say, "Please wait a minute."
They're not running off right now. They start to intermingle with the marketplace. They have their own buying and selling they want to do.
I go up then.
I make sure that Four Fingers isn't gonna fall off the stool, and then I'll go up.
You kind of take them off the stool and set them on the ground right below the bar and kind of prop them up. Take the mug, put it back on the table, and the goblin goes, like looking over the bar at him, and goes, and so he's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go on up. I would need to find Renaer anyway.
That's why I'm going up.
All right, you guys head north, following kind of where Fiona went. You go past where the majority of the market is. You do see a lot of mingling goblins and other adventurers this direction as well.
What do those in and fighter pits?
You do see some signs appear where these stairs are going down into other areas, and one has the symbol of like a bed, and the other symbol has like people punching each other, like these two goblins like punching each other and kicking each other for like a fighting arena pit kind of thing.
I say I'm going in that pit.
Right, you head this direction though, and you see Fiona has stopped outside the fighter's pit talking to a couple of other people here.
Hey, zoom in.
You see a drow woman with robes and a staff, and a large kind of Goliath-sized male with a large halberd beside him, and just kind of
guessing that's Halberd.
His name is Halberd.
And who's the other guy?
Actually, when Fiona walks up, this guy kind of just starts to walk off. He doesn't seem to be affiliated with them. He was just kind of mingling there, and these goblins are all kind of moving around. You know, so everybody's running, kind of moving around and such. But these three kind of stand here and talk amongst each other. And as you are walking up, Fiona notices and kind of waves you over. Oh, come on.
Okay.
And, so you two approach.
Yeah.
And Fiona goes, these are the two guys I was telling you about. So this is George, and I didn't catch your name.
Draken
the Dragonborn, that makes sense. And then she says, this is Sario. She's a drow. She's cool. Don't worry. And then this is Halberd. Halberd, say hi. Halberd just stands there, holding the halberd.
Yeah. Okay.
And Sario kind of does a little bow. Pleasure.
Hey, y'all, have y'all been over here for a little while? Talking to Sariel and Halberd?
They've been here, they tell you, they've been here about a day. They stayed the night at the inn. They got here yesterday.
I meant here in this one specific location where they're standing right now.
Say again?
I mean like here in this one location where they're standing right now.
Oh, they had been talking about going to observe the fighter pit for the last few minutes, but they haven't. They came out of the inn not too long ago.
I say I'm gonna go do the fighting pit if you can do that.
Well, I was going to see if they had seen a human matching Renaer's description recently.
They kind of look at you and go, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Not a lot of humans around here, except for Fiona, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of figured he'd stand out.
Maybe he went into the bathing area.
That does sound like him.
Yeah, I start. Do you still need us?
Well, Fiona goes, anyway, sorry, like I was saying, those hobgoblins came by, and they're talking about, and she starts to go off about this Legion of Azrock. They're fighting against the drow, and they're looking for help, And she goes, I'm not interested in just fighting any drow family, Sarel says. This house of Renaer, that's the house I'm looking to destroy. And Fiona goes, oh, I don't know what house it is, I guess.
If you were looking to join, you might need a translator, though. Otherwise, they might think that Sariel there is a foe.
That's true.
You would kind of need me to, even if you wanted to, you would need me to translate stuff.
Sariel goes, not a problem. And she kind of waves her hand, and she turns into a elven woman who's not a drow.
Oh, cool.
Casts disguise self on herself. And Sariel kind of, again, she's now looking like a normal elf. She goes, well, let me go, I'll go speak to them, and I'll see if they can identify the house that they're at war against, and maybe then we'll make a choice. And so Fiona and Sariel both, and we'll say Halberd too, they'll start to walk that way.
I'm looking that way to find Renaer.
You guys all going south now?
Why are you going south to find Renaer? What's in this little area to the left here?
In?
Okay. There's the
No, this one.
down here. You walk this direction, kind of peeking your head.
Yeah. Kind of looking down, see if I see anything about Renaer.
This area here, and as you get closer, you can actually hear a lot of hammering, construction noises, and such. And you find a group of goblins and kobolds who are working on creating some sort of wooden structure here, using a bunch of salvaged wood and parts. There.
I'll go over and ask if anybody speaks Orcish. In Orcish.
Well, Orcish, and the one of the goblins kind of perks up. He goes, "Oh, okay," and he kind of walks over. He goes, "Me speak Orcish some."
Ask what are you working on?
Oh, we're working on a auction stage. We have auction house. You know auction house. You make bid and bet.
Yeah.
You do?
We're building it.
Do you need help?
You want to build?
Do you need help?
All right, sure. How long you got?
I give you at least an hour.
Hour not too much, but okay. So he leads you back.
It is when I'm doing it.
Ooh. He leads you back and explains that you want to help out, and all little goblins and kobolds go, yay, and they hand you a hammer and some really rusty looking old nails, and they show you the plans on this table here, and their plans are really crudely drawn like crayon sketches of this platform with a bidding auctioneer kind of podium and shelving and stuff to display things on the back and such. They got a long way to go.
Okay.
Right,
I have that carpentry skill.
Sure.
Might as well use it.
Yeah. Roll D20, add your proficiency bonus, and we'll say add your strength in there too.
All right. So the D20 is an 11. Proficiency is a 4, so 15, and strength is another 5, so 20.
Right. Over the next hour, you put these goblins and kobolds to shame as you build like a perfect podium there in the middle of this area. They're creating the stage and such, but you're over here to the side. You're like, forget the plans. You grab a bunch of the wood and you put together a podium for the auctioneer to stand at, and you make it like humanoid height, but you have a step up for shorter people that can kind of slide in and out for whenever the need arises and such. And it has little compartments in it for whatever paperwork or whatever else they might have in there. And they're all oohing and awing over this as they all kind of come over and kind of are watching you as you work. Just like, ooh, as you're swinging the hammers and nailing stuff. There's every nail struck, they go, ooh, It's like you're like pounding a nail in with one hit. Bam, bam, bam. Just pounding those nails in, and they're just in awe of you.
Yay. Glad I could help. I like helping.
All right, Draken, over the last hour, what have you been doing?
First, I want to go to the bathing area, see where Renaer is.
You head down here to the bathhouse.
I asked, has any human, with my thing, has any human, I try to list Renaer's description.
So they're kind of.
I think you could just ask for humans, period.
Yeah, any human come through here?
They go, human. Yeah, we have a human come through. They're taking a bath. Sticky human.
Did he look, does Renaer have anything special about him that I could, list out? If he's the right person?
Color of his hair, maybe.
He's blonde.
Yeah. Blonde?
Yep, and human, which is pretty rare by itself.
Blonde?
Blonde hair, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you give a description and they go, yep, he's taking bath.
Okay, good. Just looking for him.
You want bath too?
Oh, no, I just didn't know where he was.
You sure? You stinky Dragonborn. You sure you don't want bath?
I cast presentation at myself.
Ooh, don't show the people that. Get out of here. You still stink though. If you did want a bath, though, it's 1 silver per hour.
What is? I have a bunch of these gems apparently. I have some gems to sell.
You want to sell some gems?
And
Go to the trinket store.
yeah, go to the trinket area.
At this
Oh,
point, Melannor would be somewhere else. You can say he's getting a drink.
I talked to Danny.
Daniel's actually, he's not here actually. He's actually taking a bath too.
Okay.
So you walk up to the trinket shop, and they see you coming. There's no one else there at the moment, and they're excited to see you.
No.
They go, oh, we got all kinds of stuff. What you looking for? We got this key ring. They hold up a key ring that was full of keys. Like, key ring. Someone, you want key ring? Keys? I'm sure they opened something. And then they go, oh, what about this? And they bring up a small dagger. Silver. Very nice. Very special against werewolves. Silver dagger. And
I say, can I sell stuff here?
it depends on what it is.
I showed him my zircon apparently. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that looks nice. Sure. 5 gold. 5 gold.
7. How's that?
Do a persuasion check.
Nice. No, don't roll horrible for my first persuasion check. Finish 20.
They go, okay, and they give you the 7 gold for the zircon.
And then
How about this? You want this? And he shows you a big jar, and inside the jar, it looks like a large eyeball suspended in like some sort of fluid. He kind of shakes it, and the eyeball kind of eyeball jar. Yeah.
nah.
No.
I have.
You can keep all your eyeballs in it.
How about this? He shows you a candle, like this candle with like this little brass fixture. Candle.
What about those keys? I think I'll take those actually.
Oh, key ring. Yeah. Did you? Key. You want 1 key or all key?
All key.
20 gold. No.
Okay.
No. 30 gold.
Fine.
30 gold.
Yes. Fine.
Okay. 30 gold.
I said fine because I know that goblins are goblins.
All right. You get a key ring. It has 17 keys on it.
Oh, nice. Then I try to sell them a banded agate, not a gem.
Banded agate.
Banded agate.
They look at the banded agate and they go, 3 gold.
Okay, fine.
All right. They give you 3 gold. They take the banded agate.
What?
Hey, I'm not there.
I'm like, okay, goodbye.
What else you want to sell? They go, oh, now you buy this, and they show up like this a bag, and it's full of like marbles. It's a bag, and there's all these little glass beads,
What colors?
all kinds of colors.
Ooh, I want that actually.
All right, 25 silver.
Okay, 25 silver. That's actually not
You
that
get a
much.
bag of glass marbles.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Thank you. Come again.
I go to the hunting area.
Actually, let's go back to George now.
Yeah, George, you get your turn. Apparently, selling trinkets took an hour.
And you look for Renaer.
What's to the south here?
So as you start to head south, one of the goblins go, no. And the one who you had been spoke Orcish goes, oh, prison down that way. Prison, don't go there. Prison.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I will not go down that way.
But now I want to go there.
All right, you head back this way. They all, as you leave, they all go, come again anytime. Anytime you want help, come.
What are they guarding?
They're just mingling.
I know what they're
These
guarding.
2 guys are guarding this door.
I know. That's what I'm asking. I guess I'm not there. So.
You're not there.
Yeah.
But these 3 have all gone down to talk to the hobgoblins.
Okay, I'll talk to the 2 guarding the door and say, speak Orcish?
They look at you and go, no. They kind of cross their staves together, like forming a barrier. They kind of get in the way. No.
Can I look down like 30 feet down that way?
There's a door right there.
There's a door. I guess I'll head south.
As you head south, you see Fiona and Sariel and Halberd not really saying much, but is there. They're talking to the hobgoblins.
Go check on Halleth.
He's still at the door. He's been just waiting there. And he, as you approach, he kind of stiffens and rises up a little bit and goes, "On the go."
Yes!
Not quite yet. We got to gather everybody first. But first, I tell him about the Legion of Azrak. And they're fighting some drow. Like, could be fun. Want to?
Maybe after.
You won't be here
after. Won't you disappear after?
Exactly.
All right. Well, it's probably getting kind of late in the day, huh?
At this point, it's getting toward evening. You can see the crowd are starting to mingle toward the tavern and the food vendors more than the other things.
Wait, that'll be awesome because we can sneak up on whatever his name is.
Sneak up on who?
Rex.
Rex the Hammer?
Yeah, well, he's sleeping.
It'll probably take us a while to get to him because he's further away. What I was thinking was turning in at the inn for the night.
The Renaer comes out of the bathhouse after being in there for a couple hours.
I kind of
He's
say,
looking very clean and refreshed.
I say, you took forever.
Oh, you should try it. It's nice. It's much nicer than you expect from ones such as these. But what's the plan, guys?
I think we're staying at the inn tonight, and then we're going to go after Halleth's people. Halleth.
Okay. Lead the way.
At least that's what I think.
And you get the sense that
That okay with you, Halleth?
Renaer hasn't really been around the market at all. He kind of went straight from Yek's chamber to right, saw the bathhouse, and went right in. And he's been there pretty much ever since.
Oh, I said Renaer.
He's nice and pruny. What's up, George?
Okay, I want to go to the guards at Yek's place.
Okay. Head over to them. They're standing at attention still.
I say, can I come through, please?
It's been a few hours since the ruckus, and at this point, Halleth's kind of staying put, and he's been in eyesight of these guards. They haven't been causing the problem, so yeah, they let you through.
Yay.
Now you walk in and you find the Yek is kind of lounging back on his mound of pillows as a goblin is like putting grapes in his mouth and he's being fanned by these other two goblins.
Mortar still there?
Mortar is enjoying some reward for his service. He has like a plate of grapes and fruits, which are very rare. And he's been given this as kind of part of his reward for having found you guys and done what you guys did. And he's just really enjoying himself, eating some fruit, and while Yek's doing the same, and you approach.
All right. And I say, sorry about that interruption, but the situation has been handled.
Oh, you're back. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear
Yes.
that. Well, let's get back to business. I've been speaking to Vorktar here about all that you've done for us, and we definitely are very appreciative. I've already sent a troop up north to the next level up, and hopefully they are clearing out whatever remainder of Xanathar's troops are there, and we can build ourselves our own little outpost and eventually take over. That would be nice.
Aha. Probably should have mentioned to watch out for those brain guys.
Brain guys? Brain?
Devour?
Yeah, the brain devourers. Yeah, they kind of take over people. They're nasty.
Good to know. Good to know. You guys get that? They go, They're looking kind of worried now. Goes, maybe we should send another platoon just in case. And they go,
Yeah. Yeah, we ran into what, like 3 of them? 4?
Are you there, Draken? Do you want to be there?
Yeah. I'm like trying to look for him, like, in?
He wants to handle business with you.
Oh, okay, I'll be here.
All right. Because, well, I appreciate that information, that intel. Well, Yes, we were interrupted earlier. You're right. We have a bit of a reward situation to give. If you'd like.
Yeah.
Is there something in particular you're interested in, or should I just offer you something?
Well, I'm not really sure what's in your power to offer, so
Well,
I
of
hate
course,
to ask for too much, you know?
you're always going to be welcome here at our tribe. You can buy and sell, enjoy our wares and our amenities, and just enjoy yourself and have fun. That's what we're here that's what we're all about. He kind of reaches behind him and gets out this long gold key, very tarnished but gold, and he goes, "This is the key to my storeroom north of here. Give that to the guards. They will let you in. You can have your pick of my wondrous treasures. How about that?"
That sounds good.
I asked, do we both get a pick or a pick to share?
Just one pick to share.
Okay, that's good.
I appreciate everything you've done, but come on, I gotta do something. I'm running a business here.
I know.
Well, definitely appreciate that. Hopefully we'll find something that's of use.
He says you'll find a chest in there. I trust you. You'll find a chest in there. There is one platinum piece in there. You're welcome to it.
Appreciate it.
Excellent. And he claps his hands, and one of the goblins comes over. Even though you're like 10 feet away from him, or not even, like 5 feet, we'll say, a goblin takes the key from him and then hands it to you. Do a perception check real quick for me. Both of you.
Yay.
Perception.
I like to find secret doors. Now I want to find a secret door.
24.
Nice.
Yay.
Both of you notice you're kind of have uninterrupted time to talk to Yek. First of all, he's a human in charge of all this, and he's very, very handsome and well built. He's tall. He's like 6'2". He's trim and muscular. He has really fine nobleman clothes on. He's got these long, kind of coiffed blonde hair, and he wears this golden circlet around his head, and he has a little short sword and a kind of a hand crossbow at his side, which based on experience, these are more goblinish type of weapons, but I guess it kind of makes sense, him being the leader of the goblins, that he would have goblin weaponry, not really the long sword pictured there. That's just a graphic. But otherwise, the other goblins, with your higher perception, George, you realize the other goblins they are more than happy to be doing what they're doing, but you can tell that they would rather not be fanning Yek and feeding him grapes. That's not their favorite thing to do in the world, but they are doing it. And you can kind of see that as he kind of leans back, thinking your conversation's over, he kind of, yes, he kind of waves to the goblin next to him, and the goblin kind of rolls their eyes and starts feeding them grapes again.
Before we go, how did you come to be the chief here? I'm curious.
It's quite a funny story, actually. But you know what? It's actually, look at the time. It's time for bed. It's bedtime. And would you mind saving that conversation for another time? And he kind of waves the bugbears, and they start to step forward and goes, "Bedtime," in broken common.
All right.
And Borktar goes, "Oh, we should probably go."
All right, let's go. Come on, Mortar. We got talking to do.
Okay, sure. And he takes his platter of fruit with him as he walks out with you. And as you leave the room, the guards step back in front, and this kind of really ratty-looking curtain goes swoop, closes the passage behind you, indicating it's not to be disturbed.
It's time.
And a lot of the other goblins, I'm not going to do it right now, but a lot of the other goblins are also kind of funneling out with you, leaving him with his guards and a few other people.
The other goblins?
In there.
In this room, these goblins that are part of his posse, a lot of them are leaving also, but some of them are also staying with him.
Let's see if I can catch one that was rolling their eyes or something.
The ones that were rolling their eyes and giving him grapes and fanning him, those are still in there. These ones are kind of like his posse, who are all kind of in front of him.
The sycophants.
Yeah, there you go.
So let's walk north to there. That room is whatever, and while we're going, I'll talk to Orktar.
Okay. Borktar goes up with you. You talk.
Wait,
I say,
define
what's the deal with
Wait.
Yak?
right there.
Wait, what?
The treasury room is here to the east if you wanted to do that.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do.
But so Borktar, he goes, well, yet he was the tallest, the strongest, and so he said he's in charge, and we said okay.
So, if someone that was taller and stronger said they were in charge,
That would be up to Yek. If Yek says okay, then it's okay.
Wow.
it wouldn't mean anything?
Well, Yek would no longer be in charge, and whoever it was would be, I suppose. It's up to Yek. If Yek says it's okay, it's okay.
Well, who said it was okay for Yek to do it?
The former leader, let's see, what was his name? I forget. It's been a couple years. I think it was Grima. Yeah, Grima. Anyway, Yek, he came and said, hey, Grima, I'm in charge now. And Grima goes, oh, okay. And so Yek was in charge.
That sounds fishy, doesn't it?
Like
Kind of, but we've been flourishing under Yek's lead.
Yeah, so you're happy with Yek?
I'm okay with it.
I don't think the roll an eye guy isn't.
I mean,
Some of your servants seem to not like it.
he can be, he's not a goblin, so he's not anymore.
He's demanding.
Anymore?
Oh, it is bedtime. I need to go.
Oh,
Wait. You owe me. What do you mean?
I'm like, no.
He goes, okay. And he kind of comes up closer and whispers, listen, Yek used to be goblin and now he's not a goblin. And so whatever magic happened to him, and so he used that to take over. I'm sure there are people who would rather he not be in charge. And I've had some ideas about how to run this place, but hey, I'm not in charge. Yek is.
What would you do if you were in charge?
I'd make sure we're more defended. Xanathar, the only reason we're still here really is that we deal with Xanathar. Xanathar gets to come in, he has a big 30% discount and all this stuff. That's the only reason why we're still around. I'd like to be able to break ourselves from the Xanathar control. So what we did on level 1 is a big step in that direction.
Yeah, so Xanathar wouldn't be upset about all that?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they will be. That's one thing I'm kind of worried about. While you were gone, I was after the whole copper whatever dwarf guy. I was trying to get him to bolster defense, make us more strong in case Xanathar retaliate. But he was pretty confident Xanathar wouldn't know it was us. It was you guys, apparently.
Interesting. Hey, Draken, what do you think would allow someone to go from goblin to not goblin? Is it a polymorph?
You'd have to probably do like a big mass polymorph for it to be permanent.
Well, it's true polymorph then. But I wonder if he doesn't just have some kind of magic item that is like a disguise self thing.
And then there's also some big mass true polymorph.
The true polymorph lasts for an hour.
Really? Huh.
I doubt it's that then. It must be an item. Let's go in here.
Yeah. Wait, I get the guard key.
Borktar goes, you didn't hear it from me, and he walks off.
What? I'm like,
All right, so you walk up to these
whoever has
guards
the key.
and you show them, you kind of flash the key at them, and they go, oh, okay. And they kind of shrug and they let you go. Let you go through. So as you walk in, yeah, you see all of a sudden there's like a a beholder in front of you,
Mm.
and you have to do a double take a little bit, because what you actually see here is a diorama with a stuffed beholder corpse and a bunch of stuffed goblin corpses, all kind of set up like a arrangement as if they're fighting the beholder, like a little mock battle with stuffed dead bodies.
Why?
That's creepy.
And
I go to the chest.
there's a chest up here to the north. There's also a couple other things. How about you guys do a just general perception check to see what all you can see and find?
18.
18.
Good one.
15.
All right. So with those checks, you pretty much can see everything that's around here. You do see the diorama.
Yeah, that's creepy.
On the diorama itself, you do notice a lot of like costume jewelry and stuff that could be potentially worth something if you were to take it. There's a large ivory and marble chessboard, which can be worth some money to the right buyer. You see on the wall a large, oversized, like wall-sized painting of Yek, like a royal pose with like a holding his arm up like this and like a condor sitting atop his arm, and he's like looking all regal and yeah, it's obviously painted to make him look as awesome as possible.
Can I go over to this area?
Well, and then there's also the chest, and there's also a whole bunch of debris and broken crates and barrels and stuff everywhere.
I go to the gold chest.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So while Draken goes up here, George casts Detect Magic. And you do feel a tug of magic, a glowing aura of magic coming from the chest that Draken is approaching.
Okay.
I use the gold key.
That's the only thing that's magic in this entire room.
Yep.
I
All right, I'll go up there.
There's a lot of mundane equipment. You see like shields and battle axes and leather armor and all sorts of stuff around, but none of it's magical. It's all mundane and regular stuff. The costume jewelry is literally just costume jewelry. It's not actually nothing magical about it.
I open the chest with the gold key.
Okay, the key opens the chest, and inside the chest you find a large sack full of silver, with silver coins, like thousands of silver coins. And then you see 10 gold kind of scattered about, and like in a little glass box is one platinum piece.
I take the platinum piece and say, see anything magic about this? Waving it around.
Nope.
Yeah, what's the magic thing?
The magic thing, as you look inside, you see also inside the chest, if you like get the bag out of the way, you find, a helmet, you find some old clothing, and as you kind of are leafing through everything, you find a rod that is magical.
Ooh.
A magic rod.
I say,
But
what
the
does,
helmet and stuff's not?
Nope, nothing does.
I say, what does it do? Identify person.
Yeah, I will cast Identify on it.
Okay. You're casting it from the Griffin saddlebag, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just to give it a little bit of flavor, I haven't been doing this, but I was thinking about it. Since you're casting it from the bag, the way this works is you actually put the item in the bag, and then the mouth, little receipt comes out of the mouth and tells you what it is.
And then we can take it back out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you can take it back out of you. So this is, we'll bring it up here. This is a rod called the Camper's Respite. Essentially what this rod allows you to do is you can use a bonus action to use it like a torch. Okay, so you essentially have a permanent magical torch. Okay. And then you can use an action to place it upside down, and the metal brazier, what do you call that, on the top of it, where the flame is, you put that upside down on an unoccupied space, you speak the command word, and over the course of 1 minute, the rod expands and unfurls a canvas, revealing a 5-foot square tent. And inside this tent is an extra dimensional dwelling, 15 feet by 10 feet wide, that you can use as a camping site to rest in. And inside, it's like a enlarged version of that torch head that looks like a fireplace. And you can use it to cook or whatever and have a little campfire there.
Cool.
It remains for 12 hours until you use an action to speak its second command word to dismiss it. And it only takes 20 damage, however, to cause it to collapse. But yeah, the campers rested.
Interesting.
Mm.
What do you think, Draken?
Did he say we
One
can
platinum's not a lot.
free? Or so the platinum's free?
You get the platinum and one other thing you want.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, let's take this.
Okay.
I'm taking platinum. Why, yeah?
All right. Draken, how about I add it to your inventory for now? The camper's respite.
Okay. I like camping.
It acts as a permanent torch, although you do have your light spell. But if you ever wanted to see that torch, you could. And of course,
I like the idea of having a camp.
Yeah, it's like a little magical, TARDIS.
Only one magic thing in that entire room. Interesting. I thought we'd have like a choice.
Not much in here. I don't think he probably expected you to find that particular item. It's kind of buried in these things. There's a lot of other stuff in here that we thought we might take instead.
Okay, let's go to the inn.
Let's go get our crew, how about? And then go to the end.
Food?
Crew.
Oh, yeah.
Fruit.
All right, we'll say you guys all kind of meet up eventually. Before anything else, is there any items, George, that you would want to sell? This is a good time to do it.
Let's see here.
So Draken did some.
I'm not really like itching for money or anything.
All right, so Melannor and Renaer, you all kind of reconvene here, and it's now definitely late in the, at least as far as your body's concerned, you're getting, sleepy, getting toward that time of day.
Yeah.
Actually, I will. Well, I can't talk to anybody. Never mind. I was saying I have that holy symbol of Shar I can sell. I don't need that.
Yeah.
But I can't talk to the goblins.
Well, like I said, you can kind of motion to them, and if you wanted to go to the trinket shop, for example, and see if you can sell it.
No, not that worried about
I
it.
say,
I'll keep
I'm going
it.
to tell him you can't get that much out of the trinket.
You can't get that much because you take the first offer. But now I'll keep it.
All right.
I got 750 gold for a first offer, dude.
So the inn. So you head down the stairs leading to the inn. This is like a dwarven chamber that's been kind of reconfigured. It's like this large 40 by 30 foot chamber. There's no like individual rooms or anything like that. It's all just kind of space to lay out your bedroll.
Huh.
One dragon per guest per night. If you want a personal bodyguard to guard you while you sleep, that would be 5 more dragons.
Who's gonna trust the bodyguard though? Like, what's?
The goblins go, wow, we're trustworthy.
Then why do I need a guard?
I don't know about you guys. And you see, not just the 4 of you, but also a handful of other individuals. Not the cheeky pluckers are also there, we'll say, and you also see the hobgoblins. This is a very cramped area. Lots of individuals all bedding down for the night here. As you're
Is Halleth there? Where's Halleth?
Hal's still back at the door.
He didn't come with us.
He's just been waiting.
I'm going to run down and tell Halleth.
No, I told him we're getting our crew. He's part of the crew.
Oh, if you want to go fetch him, then sure, he'll come with you.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
we'll go there first thing in the morning or something like that. I
I want to go maybe talk to Yick one more time in the morning, and then we can go.
As Halleth is crossing with you through the market, you see a lot of people like turning to look at him because he kind of stands out with his undeadness. And he's been hanging out by the door mostly, even, and kind of keeping out of most people's line of sight, but at this point he's front and center, walking down the middle of the place.
Is that platoon of hobgoblins in the inn, or do they go back?
They're all in the inn. They're all staying there as well.
I want to ask them like where they're at, because like we have an errand to run, and then might be interested in catching up.
So the Azrock ambassador, he, as you are asking with the other hobgoblins there, he kind of stands up and he speaks in broken common. He goes, "Me, ambassador of Azrock, these my troops. You are willing to help us? You adventurers?"
Possibly.
Excellent.
Like we have to talk to people. We have other things to do first, but eventually, possibly.
Oh, no hurry, except, of course, those of us who are dying from House of Renaer and their evil drow.
Is that the same house that the other person was talking about?
You do an intelligence check, see if you remember.
But I remember I was there.
Oh, my intelligence is awful.
My intelligence is
17.
too.
It is the same house, actually. He goes, "We are peace-loving hobgoblins. We are allies to the Goblin Market tribe, and we wish for us to live in harmony. Our tribe is on the 3rd level of Undermountain below."
Whoa.
So if we want to help out, we'd meet you at the 3rd level?
If you feel like you can make it there, sure.
Yeah.
I warn you,
Okay.
the path is dangerous. If you wish to come with us, we know a safe way.
So you're on the 3rd level. Is this map accurate? I know the map I got from Copper.
Let me bring the map back up.
And not smothered in poop, I cleaned it.
He kind of takes it, kind of looks at it and turns this way. They got the river right. And he goes, "But we're not bugbears. That's our territory there. We're not bugbears. We're hobgoblins."
They don't know anything. He doesn't know anything.
Although we have bugbears in our troops, I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
But he goes, "As far as the rest of the map, there's no dragons. Everywhere you see where it's and he kind of points to this area here, that's drow territory." He kind of spits.
Got zombies.
So we are here and they are there. But
Conflict.
this map, it's not too bad, I guess.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, like I said, we have one other errand to run here on this level, and then we'll be able to go. Are y'all going to be staying here for a while? Like, if you said that safe passage, can we come back and go with you?
We will stay here for 5 days as we gather resources to take with us on the way back, as well as any other allies.
Oh, well then we're fine.
Possibly.
But
Yeah. So we'll either see you here or there. Possibly.
very well. I will stress, if you do wish to go to level 3, the way that we go is a shortcut that leads to friendly territory of the warlords Azrock. The way down of the stairway leads straight into the mouth of the drow.
So you know the secret way down.
Yes.
Nice.
You could just tell us the secret way down.
Yeah.
I can tell you the way to the tunnel that leads through the Underdark, but the Underdark itself is a maze.
We should probably go.
I gotcha.
So it's essentially what he's saying is this: the Underdark, which we've explained is kind of adjacent and worldwide. There's a path that breaks through this level and also can get to level 3 if you know the way. But it can.
Okay.
Some people get lost for years down there.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully we'll be able to make it back in 5 days.
He says, "I'll tell you what," and he reaches into a pack and brings out this stone. It has a So rock with a red handprint and a yellow triangle in the middle of it. It goes, if you get to our territory without us, present this stone. It'll identify you as ally.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to head over to the cluck pluckers.
Cheeky pluckers.
The chicken pluck. Yeah, cheeky pluckers.
Yeah, cheeky pluckers.
Yeah.
So they're
Talk.
kind of off to the side. Stereo is still looking like a wood elf.
Okay.
I
Go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
tell her that that the drow there is the right one. I don't know if you already know that.
So you inform Sariel that the drow that the hobgoblins are asking for help against are House of Rendar. And she just bristled.
Endar?
Of Rendar. All right, so Sariel, she just bristles and turns to Fiona and goes, we will help them. And Fiona goes, calm down, calm down. Of course. That's what we're here for. That's why we're even down here. So she goes, so we'll say you informed them about the whole 5 days thing, that the hobgoblins are going to be going back in 5 days so that they can take a safer route. And so Fiona thanks you for the information. And says, I guess we're hanging out here for a while then.
Yep. And we have some errands to run, and hopefully we'll be back in time to head down with y'all.
Oh, that'd be great. Would that be great, guys? And Halbert just kind of stands there and lays down on his bedroll and turns over.
You should really introduce him to Halleth. I think they get along.
Very well.
Halleth, by the way, is in the corner, just standing by the door, just like a sentinel, just standing there.
Oh.
Exactly. They would get along. They have so much in common.
Fiona goes, I think we'll keep our distance for now.
Don't worry, he'll be gone when we come back.
Yeah.
And Fourfinger goes, I'll have another one. Slumps back over in his bedroll.
He's really fun. All right.
And Daniel, the half-elf bard, is just playing his lute in the background.
Now, as much fun as it would be to set up that new fancy campsite we got, I don't think it'd be good to use that in a public place.
Yeah, or not. So to stay here at the inn, it does cost the 1 gold.
Yeah.
So for the 5 of you, it's 5 gold. And if you want to hire a butler,
We have
Halleth does asleep.
And when you
got this, right, Draken? You just got that 1,000 gold.
You gonna pay up 5 gold, please?
Okay.
The goblin looks at George and turns and looks at Draken with his hand out.
I give him 5 gold.
Okay. And he pockets the gold and he brings you to a couple of empty spots for your bedrolls.
Then we take a long rest.
Yep, take that long rest. All right, so when we come back, you'll have your next day here on level 2. And we'll see what you do.
Killed 2 people and shot.
Found a really big cube.
I found a really big cube that we're not going near.